The Gaming Weekly is back presenting episode 2 of season 10 here on the very popular game known as Fortnite. But Yellowish Object, who's also joining me here on the commentary side of things. Yellowish, what kind of game is this? This is one of the nerdiest games in the history of games.
What makes you say that, Adrian? Look, this game is amazing because it makes you think on your feet. Like you can't think of anything better than playing a good game of Fortnite.
What are you talking about? This game is really bad, number one. And number two, nobody even cares about this game because there's no plot, there's no story. But we're actually also joined by, last week we were actually joined by Epic Killer. Tonight we're joined by Lanky Paladin. Let's not forget Lanky Paladin, part of the Rocket League matchup that we had last week. Lanky, welcome.
Good evening.
So, why are you here, by the way? I mean, last time you proposed a Rocket League tournament, you got to perform to the TGW level. You got to try to impress the TGW fans and creative directors and the boards and such. You got to try to make an impact and make a statement here, part of the community. Now, all of a sudden, you're joining here on the commentary side of things. What did you do last time when you heard my comments? Did you cry yourself to sleep?
Well, not really. Yours and went to sleep, Adrian. Might have been that.
Well, let me ask you this for a quick second, Lanky. What do you think of Fortnite? Do you actually like this game?
I personally, I love Fortnite mainly because it's a game for everybody, isn't it? It's a free game. It's playable on multiple devices. Basically, anyone can play it. It's basically a game for people who don't really have anything else.
I disagree.
Makes
you know
it
what?
so popular.
No, I disagree. This game has no plot. It lags a lot. There's no competition. And first of all, this game is nothing but a monstrosity, okay? Fortnite and its creators should be ashamed. They should hide their rotten mentality. They should cover their degraded minds and everything that they are made of and stand for because of their Fortnite creators, because of them, because of their malice, because of what Fortnite and its creators did to these nerds that played this game 24/7. They get too addictive, and that's why these gamers are nothing but monsters. And if you're asking if I truly think that these people that play Fortnite are monsters, of course I do, and I'll explain why. Because Fortnite are the creators of this game. They did not care what they did to these players. Fortnite turned these players from a normal, no-life nerd to Frankenstein's monsters. Look at these poor players. Look at this Yellowish Object, Undead Freak 78, and Mooncast, or a.k.a. Lanky Paladin. I mean, look at these poor guys. They're disgraced. They're ugly. They're beastly. They're disfigured. Can you imagine the psychological and mental pain and trauma? The mental pain and trauma that these players have gone through.
You shouldn't be talking at all.
Hold on for a second, Yellowish. I'm still talking here. Thank you very much. But the mental pain and trauma of these games that these players have gone through because of this horrific game. And the creators are showing no remorse, and the players are not putting any effort to stop playing because of that fact alone. I don't feel sorry for these nerds. If they want to continue to play Fortnite 24/7, let them.
So what's the point, Adrian? Like, Fortnite is one of those games that once you get into it, you can't stop playing it.
Yeah, that's real nice for the record. And Lanky Paladin. Go ahead.
You mentioned how Fortnite has no plot, and it might not have a direct plot, but it's just the feel of going into
Lanky,
a game
you're a
of
damn
100
rookie.
people.
Last week,
and
you joined
being,
the broadcast.
and being... Okay, wait, let me finish. Adrian, let me finish. The good thing about Fortnite is you can go into a game of 100 people and you can be #1, and it's just so motivating to win. So it's like, no, people enjoy this.
Wait.
That's why the game
is
something,
Adrian?
You know why people enjoy this? Because they have no right.
Adrian,
why are you bashing everybody? Quit.
People enjoy this. People enjoy this because they have no life, that's why. They have nothing else better to do, and they want to play this game. And yes, I truly believe that the people that play this game are nothing but monsters, okay? They play this game, they're so addictive, and they play this during school hours. Can you imagine the type of pain and punishment that they must go through? Hold on for a second, Yellowish. Can you imagine the pain and punishment that they go through playing this game? This game is a monstrosity, it's horrific, it's bad, it's terrible. Every single bad game describes this game, and for you
imagine the pain and punishment.
Adrian, you shouldn't be talking. You should have been talking because you're the one who ran away from Undead. You were the one who ran away like a coward instead of fighting.
Oh, I'll tell you why I ran away from Undead. Because Undead Freak 78 and Speaking of which, he's actually joins here in the broadcast for the record. And you know what? Before I get to that story, why I ran away from Undead, I actually want to introduce Undead Freak 78. The last time you were here, you were apparently part of the Bully Clan. Now you're no longer part of the Bully Clan. Can you explain us why?
Well, because, you know, 3 weeks before them, they kidnapped me. They said if I do not help them defeat Hero Clan and TGW, and completely, they said that they would murder my family straight up. And you know, I gotta protect
You're such a liar. You completely supported the Bully Clan. Now you're gonna be a hypocrite.
I'm here for TGW now.
Now you're gonna be a hypocrite, and you're gonna join the broadcast and tell everybody that you're no longer supporting the Bully Clan. That they They what?
Because
Kept you
I'm
in captivity.
I don't want to hear it, Adrian.
Hey, I don't want
You
to.
sound like a drama damn
queen.
queen.
Against us right now.
You sound like a drama queen.
Hey, listen.
Like.
Hey, listen. While we're still broadcasting here live tonight on Fortnite, I just want to bring everybody back to what happened this past week on Rocket League. Okay, Rocket League, one of the worst games out there. But during the broadcast, the rookies, for whatever reason, they joined live on air and they stated that they wanted some sort of Rocket League tournament. First of all, newsflash: this is the Gaming Weekly. Okay, this isn't the minor leagues where they were competing on 100 subscribers of a channel. Okay, this is the Gaming Weekly. This is the top community ever, at least in my estimation, because of me. Nonetheless, though, again, if they want to name a Rocket League tournament, that's absolutely wrong. Hey, Paladin, are you still? Are you still there?
Adrian.
Yeah, you are.
You know, Adrian. You know something?
You would be
guys.
Adrian, wait.
You know something? Adrian, how about this? How about we let the fans decide?
Yeah,
let the fans decide to see if we should have a Rocket League tournament.
I like that idea.
Put a poll up, see what the people want.
Yeah, you know what?
So,
I like that idea.
For those who are watching, pretty soon there'll be a poll. You will decide in the comment section should we have a Rocket League tournament or not. In my opinion, we should.
I stand behind the fact that there shouldn't be a poll on Rocket League. It's one of the worst games out there. Nobody wants to see a Rocket League tournament, okay?
You don't have a decision in this.
Well, guess what? We're going to find out next week. We're going to find out. And I just want to preface this by saying that the poll will be closing next week. The poll will be closing next week. And for the record, before we go live, or I should say off air, next week we're going to be on Rocket League again. Not for the tournament, for another match. And we're going to find out then and there whether or not if the fans voted for the Rocket League tournament to take place in a couple of weeks' time here, part of the Gaming Weekly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before, again, we go off air, Undead, just to summarize, you're no longer supporting the Bully Clan because you're a hypocrite, yellowish object. I have no idea what you've been saying online. And Lanky Paladin, the rookie who has no idea what he's talking about. He has no business being here in this community. Now all of a sudden is striking all this stuff down. That's real nice, by the way, guys. Fun that I'm actually dealing with a bunch of professionals. How about that? I'm dealing with a bunch of professionals. That's real nice. Nonetheless, everybody else, see you next time.
I'm dealing with an annoying person. That's who I'm dealing with.
Well, I got smart is what it... Yeah, I got smart, by the way. Finally...
Yeah, smart.
My ears are bleeding listening.
More like an idiot.
I fall asleep. And you talk about Minigun Killer 10, I cannot wait to expose him. I cannot wait to expose that guy for what he's been doing for the past couple of months. And speaking of which, thanks for reminding me, I have a huge announcement for next week's broadcast. It is going to be so much fun. I cannot wait. It's going to be about me delivering the message, and it's going to be a message that's going to landscape, that's going to change the landscape of the Gaming Weekly. It's going to shift the entire community as a whole concerning Minigun Killer 10. I cannot wait. AdrianTheVoice delivers a huge announcement, a huge bombshell next week. I can't wait. Join us for next week's broadcast.
Nobody cares.
The question is who and what is my announcement all about? See you then.
Failure.